This is what you call comedy? This is what you call entertainment? No wonder Chelsea the coat handler can't get a job in late night television. No wonder the networks pretend she doesn't exist like the rest of us, even though she would probably do the job for free. There is not a damn thing comedic about Chelsea Handler. This should be one of the easiest times to get a job in late night TV. The trio of huge embarrassing failures, they are actively tanking the genre. There is a guy named Sean Squires hosting a late night show on NBC. Sean Squires! This dude ain't even in the business. During the day, he is the lead attorney at Squires & Squires, defending parishioners in woke municipal court when they violate the woke commandments. Jim Fallon, he is struggling. Jim Kimmel, he has been off the entire summer. They have been using guest host while Jim is on a passionate sabbatical with Howie Stern. Yet for some reason, Chelsea Handler, she didn't get a call to host the show. I wonder why. I am sure producers at ABC, I'm sure they just lost her phone number, or more than likely, they deleted it. There are a lot of parents and grandparents in my audience. I am sure a lot of you guys have daughters and granddaughters. I'm sure you have had conversations with them about what they want to do, who they want to be when they grow up. I would imagine one of your biggest fears is your innocent daughter being brainwashed at the indoctrination center that we used to call public school. If you notice your daughter complaining about the muffler every time she gets in the car, if you notice your daughter talking about feminism and how the system set up by the evil white man is against her and keeping her down, if you notice these signs of indoctrination, introduce your daughter to Chelsea Handler, because that is the path she is taking. She is taking the path of growing up to be a miserable, bitter woman. If you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. You can follow me on Twitter at KC_BTL84. Chelsea the coat handler is a proud feminist. She often brags about living the single life without the responsibility of children. Now, if you were to believe the coat handler, you would think that she is living the single life by choice. Look, maybe she is, but I have a feeling Chelsea Handler is single because no self-respecting man is willing to put up with her shit. She makes these painfully boring videos about her supposed glamorous life as a single woman. I woke up this morning and realized the batteries were dead in my vibrating cucumber. I went to lunch with an empty chair. I came home and discovered I still had 0 matches on Tinder. For dinner, I consumed a big batch of Bob Griner's brownies. I passed out in despair, but no one can take away the fact that I am an independent woman, girl. All my women independent, why are you so unhappy? I don't know Chelsea Handler personally, thank God. For all I know, she's a happy woman. But you want to know why I don't believe that bullshit? You want to know why I can tell you with almost 100% certainty that Chelsea Handler is living a life of misery? Is it because the only job she is now qualified for is hanging coats at Club Shay Shay? Well, maybe. I mean, that would be a miserable job. When you're working the door at Club Shay Shay, you never know which room to hang the coats in. You don't know if the coat that you just took belonged to a man or a woman. Just because they have a beard, that does not mean they're a man. But the reason I think Chelsea Handler is miserable, it's because she always makes it a point of explaining how happy she is. Kind of reminds me of the people that you see on Facebook who are constantly posting pictures of their happy family. Mom is smiling, posting these long drawn-out messages about how happy their family life is. Dad's in the picture looking like he would rather be just about anywhere else. The kids, they are behaving for the camera. On the surface, they look like one big happy family. But when they log off Facebook and return to real life, Mom is banging the Pepperidge Farm guy. Dad, he is spending the mortgage money on lap dances from the dancing queen Jackie Mahomes. Anytime someone feels the constant need to tell me how happy they are, I have this skeptical tendency to believe they're miserable. Yesterday morning, Chelsea the coat handler, she posted another one of her fake happy videos. Now, on this trip inside the delusional world of an independent woman, Chelsea Handler, she was pretending to be president. I guess we were given a double dose of inauthenticity. Not only was she pretending to be happy, she was also pretending to run the world. Watch for yourself and you tell me if this looks like a happy woman to you. Roll the
I text my nieces and tell them not to worry, that a bunch of creepy Republican men aren't keeping a chart of their menstrual cycle. Our Pikachus are protected again. I volunteer as a crossing guard at the local middle school, not only to ensure students can safely cross the street, but also to keep an eye out for Matt Gaetz. I then go to my book club where we're reading every book banned by Florida. Because I no longer have to worry about my rights being taken away, I decide to take Doug on a quick trip to outer space so he can go for a walk on the moon. And don't worry, we get there safely because Elon Musk didn't make our spaceship.
I have good news for those of you who think Chelsea Handler is funny and entertaining. The coat handler is currently on a nationwide tour. Here in a couple of weeks, she will be stopping by Las Vegas. As of right now, damn near every seat in the building still available. Well, KC, of course that's the case. The show is 2 weeks away. I'm sure once we get to September, Chelsea will sell out the building. It'll be standing room only, just like her inspiration, cackling Cam Harris. Oh, yeah? This coming Saturday, she is doing a show in Saratoga, California. This shining city in the People's Republic of California, it's about an hour south of San Francisco. Now, my inside sources tell me when the winds pick up in the Bay Area, you can smell the fresh San Francisco doodle all the way in Saratoga. Now, unfortunately for the good people of Saratoga, they don't have the benefit of the doodle map like they do in San Francisco to avoid the fresh piles. I don't know much about Saratoga, California. Actually, I've never even heard of it. But I would imagine that it's not a city that's known for booking high-profile acts, which is probably why Chelsea Handler is touring there. But normally, when smaller cities are visited by someone that's relatively known, the tickets, they are not hard to sell. I guess the good people of Saratoga have absolutely no interest in wasting a Saturday night listening to the musings of the most miserable woman in America, because tickets to see Chelsea Handler readily available. Damn near every seat in the venue up for sale. Obviously, Chelsea Handler is endorsing Cam Harris for president. Shocker. But if I were Cam Harris, I wouldn't want this endorsement. I would want to be endorsed by a comedian that's actually funny. If I'm going to receive an endorsement from a celebrity, I want that celebrity to have actual influence. Chelsea Handler no longer has influence. She has become a laughingstock. No one takes her seriously. How in the hell could anyone take her seriously? You know what else I find odd about this failed attempt at comedy from Chelsea Handler? She's talking about Cam Harris becoming the first female president. Life is going to be so great with a female running the country. We will no longer have to worry about men tracking our menstrual cycles because the guys, they will be too worried about tracking their own. Correct me if I'm wrong here. Isn't this the same party that refuses to identify a woman? Isn't this the same party that claims they can't properly identify a woman without the assistance of a biologist? With that being the case, how do we know that we could be electing the first female president? Has Donald Trump undergone the proper testing to prove he's a woman? Believe it or not, Chelsea Handler once had a lucrative career. I remember in the late 2000s, she had one of the most popular shows in late night. Remember Chelsea lately on E? She was pulling 500,000, sometimes 1,000,000 viewers on E! What happened to Chelsea Handler? It is the same thing that happened to a lot of people in the media. Sometime around 2015, 2016, she was diagnosed with a severe case of stage 4 OMB. Orange Man Bad! Instead of being a comedian, Chelsea Handler, she started acting like one of the Yentas on The View. This is what happens when you are baptized and born again at Woke United Methodist. This is what happens when you prioritize preaching the good word instead of entertaining your audience. Sure, you receive a lifetime invitation to the Traveling Butt Bongo Festival, but kind of hard to attend when you don't have the money to get there. The symptoms of stage 4 OMB. It caused Chelsea Handler to alienate half the country. And I'm not just talking about politically. Actually, Chelsea Handler, she has probably alienated 70, maybe even 80% of the population. No self-respecting man is going to waste his money to see Chelsea Handler attempt to perform. How many men are willing to pay money to listen to a woman lecture them about their toxic masculinity? How many men are willing to pay to listen to a woman tell them they had the ability to get pregnant? What the hell does Chelsea Handler know about pregnancy? She's also alienated a lot of women who don't want to emulate her life of misery. Hurt people hurt people. We don't talk about Chelsea Handler often here on the channel. Matter of fact, 99% of the time, I forget that she exists. The only reason I knew about this video is because a viewer sent it to me yesterday morning. But every time I see Chelsea the coat handler, she's always spreading a message of misery. It might be disguised with fake happiness, but it's still misery. You can try all you want, but there is no disguising unhappiness. Give me your thoughts on this. Chelsea Handler humiliates herself again. She basically endorses Cam Harris, which isn't all that surprising. If I were Cam, I wouldn't want her endorsement. What happened to Chelsea Handler? Was she always like this and it was just hidden or disguised? Or can the decline of her career be directly attributed to stage 4 OMB? You tell me. Sound off in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share the video. Appreciate your support. Best way to contact me is by email at btlkc84@gmail.com, and I'll see you guys later.